Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of Jobber Bros. We are here today to go over our picks for the Rampage Grand Slam coming this Friday. It's going to be a hot one. It's going to be a banger. And we're excited to get into some of these matches because some of these I'm really, really excited about.
It's going to be a great show, just like Dynamite. So let's kick things off, I think, with the Golden Ticket Battle Royal. Quite a few big names going to be in this one. We'll start off. I'll just read them off here real quick. We got Evil Uno. We got Ken from the Dark Order. We got Roosh. We got Jay Lethal, Lance Archer, Penta, Hangman, Adam Page, John Silver, and we were supposed to have Alex Reynolds, but right before we started filming this podcast, I checked Twitter and I saw that actually Reynolds was pulled from the card. I guess his ankle's still bothering him, so he is not going to be present in this match. So, what are your thoughts on this one, Donnie?
All right, so as we all know, the golden ticket is a shot for the title, and I guess we talked about earlier that shot for the title was going to be before MJF, so that shot for the title is going to be sometime next week, which is very disappointing because obviously whoever wins this golden ticket is going to lose to John Moxley so they could go fight MJF, which I think is absolute bullshit because anybody on this golden ticket definitely deserves a real title shot, not some fucking squash match title shot. It's very disappointing. But the person who would obviously I like to see win, which I've been saying this for almost about a year and a half now, that I think 100% deserves a title shot is John Silver. John Silver, Mr. Johnny Hungy, as he is my man. I love John Silver. He's not only comical, but he is a great wrestler. Like, he is just a freaking beefy ass meatball running around that ring, and I love
Jake.
every second of it. And so that's who I think is going to win. I mean, I guess what better person to have a squash match with John Moxley than John Silver?
Yeah, that's a good pick there. I'd like to see him, get a big shot too. Someone from the Dark Order, I think would be really cool. Which I'm going to go out on a limb on this one and say that I think I might give it to 10 because, like you said, like whoever wins is not gonna beat John Moxley. Like they're gonna save that Mox and MJF feud. I don't see any of these guys winning from Moxley and going up against MJF down the road, maybe at Full Gear. I think that's what they're slating MJF to cash in his chip at. But I think 10 could put on a great show with Moxley. I don't think we've ever seen those two together. We just saw Roosh and Moxley a few months ago. We've seen Archer and Moxley, I think, in like a Texas Death Match or some crazy old match back a year or two ago.
Yep.
And Hangman, I think he's just got to lose here and find his way again, like he did during his whole build up to when he became champion. I think he's kind of on the broken path again. But yeah, I'd love to see 10. That's who I'm going to go with for this one. I think that would be awesome to give him a little push and start to elevate that character because he's got the size and he's got the skills.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a good pick there. I'm going with my favorite out of that. My true favorite is Hangman, but I don't think it's time for him to win back that title yet. He's doing a lot with the Dark Order, which I think is really cool. Obviously we've seen him in recent weeks turn down the Young Bucks, rightfully so. And he's got great thing going with the Dark Order, and I think can definitely help push that faction in a great direction. So we both chose somebody from the Dark Order. I think it's there. their time to do some kind of shining. Unfortunately, it's going to amount to nothing, anyways. As you can tell, I'm just very disappointed about it. But that's all right. They will get their true time to shine eventually.
Absolutely. And speaking of disappointing, that leads me into the next segment as to uh, the competitor for the women's TBS champion, which I'm not too fond of. They have so many women they could have chose from. They haven't even had Diamante on TV lately, and this feels just kind of random to me. But anyways, we got Jade Cargill, who's the TBS title, women's champion, against Diamante with Trina, which I believe Trina is. I think she's a like a female singer. I think she sings or something. I checked her Twitter because I wasn't really familiar with her, and she's got like over 2 million followers. I was like, holy fuck! But yeah, I don't know. My wife might know who she is. I forgot to ask her. But what
Mm.
are your thoughts on this one?
So I like Diamante. I think she's really a really good in ring competitor, but
Hmm.
not a person that Jade's gonna lose the title to. Like
No
I get why
chance.
they're doing it. They're running through. She's running through the women's division, holding this TBS title. Nobody has been able to beat her since her in ring debut. She is undefeated in AEW and has an undefeated title reign. I mean, in my opinion, and I think this match has already happened, but in my opinion, the person who should strip that title from Jade Cargill is Chris Statlander, which we haven't seen in a couple weeks. But I'm sure we'll get back to that feud again down the road. But I got Jade Cargill for the win on this one. Um, I think it's going to be I know this is a 2-hour Rampage, and there's some hefty matches on this show, but I think that's going to be a pretty quick one. I think Jade's going to come out there. They're going to have a nice 5-minute kind of spat back and forth, and I think that's all she wrote at that point for Diamante.
Her
So
ass gonna get
yeah,
jaded big
yeah,
time.
that's it. Yep.
Yeah, I agree. This is a free point for everybody. I feel like there's no shot in hell that Diamante wins this off Jade Cargill, even with a celebrity in her corner. I mean, it's all for it's all for the views. It's all to kind of just help boost up the demo, getting these
Yeah,
celebrities in their corners. But hey, it should be a good match. You ain't wrong in saying that Diamante is a great wrestler, great in ring performer. I just think it's very random. This was kind of just thrown in. I mean, they could have put
yeah,
like a Ruby Soho, or I know she's had a shot already, but I mean, they could have built up something with even Diamante. Just built it up a little bit better for me. Um,
yeah. I agree that the build up wasn't there, but it's nice to see a fresh face just kind of thrown in there because we haven't seen Diamante on TV in a very long time. She has had a couple matches on uh Dark and on Dark Elevation where she has won, kind of earned her way back to being on TV again, which is great. Um, so we'll have to see where it goes. I'm sure it's going to be a great match, but definitely not stripping that title from Jade yet.
Hell no, hell no.
So, but
Um,
the match that I'm excited for, one of them, but I think this is going to be a pretty fun match to watch, is Action Bronson and Hook versus Matt Menard and Angelo Parker of the JAS.
it's gonna be fire. I
Yeah,
love I love Action Bronson. I think it's awesome they're in his home city, New York, for this one. And I mean, Hook's entrance music is Action Bronson, so I mean that's awesome. He probably like over the moon getting to train with him and getting to do this match with him. Such an awesome rapper. Uh, obviously, I think this is another one just like the last one we did. Obviously, Hook and Action Bronson are taking the win on this one,
yeah,
without a doubt. Um, I think Hook will get the pin. I think Action will set it up. Maybe do like a frog splash from the top rope or something crazy. Bronson's a big dude, so that's going to be a sight to see jumping from the top rope or some shit.
Yeah.
Um, and then Hook will go in for his finisher. But and yeah, I'm not sure which one will get pinned. We'll put that on our picks list. I'm not gonna reveal that as of yet. But what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with you can't go wrong with Hook in himself. Like I absolutely love Hook. He's just, he's the handsome devil. He just gets out there. He's one of those guys, he doesn't have to say shit. He just gets out there, fucks everybody up, and walks out. And that's it. We've seen him talk a little more as he's since his debut, and since he's come on to the wrestling scene, which I think is cool. But he's one of those man of few words kind of guys. You don't need to hear much from him. Actions speak louder. He's gonna come out there. He's gonna beat the shit out of you, and that's it. And him and Action Bronson as a team is gonna be a super fun thing to watch. Matt Menard, Angelo Parker, great in-ring competitors. They're they're gonna put them over beautifully. There's gonna be shenanigans, just like with everybody else in the Jericho Appreciation Society, and it's just gonna slap this match 100%.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. It's going to be a really entertaining bout, tag team action, which is leading into. Oh, do you have something else?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that it would be really cool if Action Bronson came out first and rapped Hook's
You
music as
took the
Hook was
words out of my
coming out.
mouth.
Yeah, I think that's you're there. Well, just do it. Just get out there. Just start rapping, man. Like just fucking do it.
Yeah, I think he'll do that. That'll be cool. Maybe we'll add that as a bonus question on on the pay per view
Yeah,
picks.
maybe I don't know, but I mean those are moments to be made. So I hope somebody somewhere sees this and was like, yeah, that's a great idea. We should
Book it,
do that.
Tony.
Do it,
Yep,
Tony.
con man. All right. Well, going from tag to tag match, let's go into this one that I'm actually very excited to see. No
Yeah.
disqualification match. Sting and Darby Allen versus Brody King and Buddy Matthews. The House of No More Black. What you got
House
for
of
this one?
No More Black. Yeah. This is a tough one. Um I I've been a Sting fan forever. I think I still have a Sting blanket somewhere from like the late 90s. Like I don't even know. Um but Sting and Darby Allen, they are, one of a kind tag team together. Um, Brody King, Buddy Matthews, they gel well, but not like Sting and Darby Allen. But I can see this feud rolling for a while. I can see Brody King and Buddy Matthews taking the wing over Sting and Darby Allen. I mean, we've already seen Brody King choke out Darby Allen. We've seen it happen already. It's his profile picture on Twitter. It's just him hanging Darby over the top rope, just complete and utter dead, just hanging there. So I see Brody King choking out either one of them, either Sting or Darby Allen. I don't know which one, but that's what I see happening.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call this one because yeah, both two great tag teams. Sting the legend, Darby Allen, future legend, and then the other two powerhouses and Brody King and Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews, tremendous worker. I think you might be right, but I'm going to play devil's advocate here and say that Darby and Sting get the win. I think the
Okay.
feud can continue even if Darby and Sting win. They've kind of been going back and forth. I know Darby beat Brody in that coffin match a couple weeks back, but like you said, Brody's had the upper hand on Darby too. I feel like this feud's got a lot more life to go in it, and that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a brutal match, no doubt. It's a no disqualification. I mean, think back to the what was it, that warehouse match that Darby Allin and Sting had with what group was that? I can't remember. It's eluding me. But they were throwing people down staircases and through windows, and that's, I mean, this is back during COVID when a lot of the uh wrestling promotions were doing the cinematic stuff, which was really cool, and it's going to be bloody. It's going to be all over the arena. There's obviously going to be body bags and tacks and shit involved. And listen, I mean, we've seen Darby Allin get put in a body bag with tacks and thrown off the top rope. Like, that boy can take a beating, and it is scary to watch.
And it
So
is.
it's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, that match is going to be fire. That might be my most anticipated one on the night.
Yeah, for sure.
And all right. Well, looks like we got three more. And what we got next year is you wanna say it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna pick Powerhouse Hobbs versus Ricky Stark here. It's been an interesting feud. It kind of came out of nowhere, but they've had a couple of matches going back and forth. I think didn't Hobbs won the last one, right?
Hobbs did win. He squashed the shit out of Ricky Starks.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we're gonna see Stark's revenge here. I think we're gonna see his revenge come to fruition. I think Starks is gonna take it over Hobbs, and I think it's gonna be by any means necessary.
Yeah, yeah. I think Ricky's going to take this one as well, and then they'll go to a third final culmination of the feud later down the road, whether it's on TV or at Full Gear. Um, could definitely see Ricky getting the one up on this one though, because they're going to start pushing him to the moon. He's got the charisma, he's got the in ring talent. Hobbs is amazing as well. Both are great homegrown AEW talent, and yeah, it's a great feud. I'm glad they broke up the Team Taz.
Yeah, and Team Taz was fun for a while to watch too. Team Taz was really cool. I enjoyed it because I love Taz. Been watching him since the ECW days. It's great stuff. It's gonna be a really good match. I mean, I'm expecting to see Powerhouse Hobbs beat the shit out of Ricky Starks for most of it. Like, that's what I'm expecting to see, and somehow Ricky's gonna come back alive. And he's got the charisma, like you said. He's got everything to get that push and get moving. I can see him being the next TNT champion. Like, we need to give that boy something.
I agree. I feel his time is right over the horizon, and they're going to start building him up. Absolute. But
Yeah.
leading into our second to last match of the evening here is going to be Eddie Kingston versus Sammy Guevara. This blood feud is coming to a boil here.
I got Kingston all the way. Fuck Sammy Guevara. I got Kingston all the way, man. He is your straight up homegrown fucking blood boiling bash your brains in motherfucker from New York. Like, he is ready to put the hurting on Sammy Guevara, and I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna get the win, and just fuck Sammy Guevara. that's
Yes.
that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, us here at Java Bros are not fans of Sammy Guevara in the
Mm.
slightest. Uh, which is good. That means he's doing his job to a T. But we do not like the guy. I know he's a good guy outside of his character. I see stuff all online all the time, but fuck him. I got Eddie Kingston as well. Eddie
Yeah,
Kingston all day, especially
and
in his hometown.
as much as we say fuck Sammy Guevara, he's a great in ring competitor. He can do your high flying, your fist fighting, your mat game. He's got the all around stuff, but I just cannot fucking stand him. Him and Ty Mello with their make out shit all over the place. Like I've probably seen enough tongue swapping to last a lifetime.
Yeah, it's just wrong.
It's enough. It is enough.
Yeah, so both
So
say Kingston. I think it's gonna get a huge response from the crowd, for this match, and I think he'll pull away, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna feel good to see Sammy get his shit rocked by Kingston.
yeah. Well, and so far that means we're we've both said so far that the Jericho Appreciation Society is not coming out winners that night.
Nope,
It's not happening. They are going to be beaten and hurt and not coming out winners.
nope, not like their faction leader last night, getting the
Yeah.
outro. Not so much.
So this last match we're about to talk about, I think is going to be. I hope it's the main event because I think it's going to be something really special. Like there's two matches on here I could see being the main event. One of them being Darby and Sting versus Brody King and Buddy Matthews. This other one though is Jungle Boy versus Ray Phoenix. I hope this one to live up to the expectations that I have. I hope for this one to be the main event because these two competitors are absolutely insane. Like, I mean, the last time we saw Ray Phoenix and Jungle Boy, it was Phoenix and Penta versus Jurassic Express for the tag team titles, and Phoenix broke his fucking arm going off the
Ugh.
top rope or to somewhere high, I thought, from Luchasaurus did a leg drop or something. Something happened where his arm just snapped backwards. It was because they were just doing this crazy, ridiculous shit. And
Mhm.
that's what these two people are. Ray Phoenix and Jungle Boy, they are high flyers. They are crazy. Like you look in one spot and then they're in another. You don't know where to look with them. It is absolutely insane. They could be anywhere. Give them anything. It is going to be an absolute ridiculous match.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I hope it either goes like you said last or even first. To get the heat, the hotness from the crowd. First match on Rampage.
Yeah.
I think it'll be one of the two. But yeah, both are extremely skilled. Jungle Boy. I feel like it's his time to start building up, similar to Starks. He's hit the bottom. He lost his friend Luchasaurus. He was betrayed by Christian Cage. He's hit rock bottom, and I feel like it's time to really start building him up. But it's a hard one because Ray Fenix is legendary in his own right. It's a
Mm-hmm.
it's a tough one to call this, but I am going to give it to Jungle Boy just because I think it's time for him. Like I said, he hit rock bottom, and it's time to start climbing up. And Ray Fenix definitely put over. He could sell Jungle Boy's moves excellently to a T, make him look beautiful, and really elevate him in this match.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with. I mean, I love them. I love them both. Um, but also too, like we haven't seen Phoenix too much in a singles competition, and I know he's the um you know oh god, why can't I think of the word?
Trios champion.
Yeah, there you go. He's the trios. Dude, brain fart. It's the flu, man. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, he's. I know he's part of the trios champion, but I think they need to start giving him a little bit of a push as a singles competitor because I can see big things down the road for him as a singles competitor, I say it's Ray Phoenix for the win.
Hmm.
And I
All right.
truly, I know it's a little bit of a twist because I love Jungle Boy so much, but I really think Ray Phoenix is gonna, and I don't think it's gonna be a clear cut. Oh yeah, Ray Phoenix is definitely gonna win. Like I think he's gonna have to work for it 100%. I think there's gonna be a lot of, ooh, did I pick the wrong person? But that's my pick, man. I love them both. They're both, OG AEW. Ray Phoenix has got a lot of heat from, obviously wrestling down in AAA in Mexico. Um, yeah, I just see it happening.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call, but nonetheless, it's going to be a fire match. Can't wait.
Absolutely,
Fire card overall. It's a truly great Grand Slam. Coming off of last night, going into tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, I think that covers it for all our picks and previews on this night too. Anything else you got here, sir?
that's about it, man. I hope everybody tunes in and watches this Grand Slam. Uh, Friday night on Rampage. Friday night for Rampage on their special 2 hour event. Um, that's it. But that's it for us here at Jobber Bros today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, turn your bell notifications on. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Jobber Bros.
Yes, sir. And if you prefer listening to your podcast or wrestling shows, be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you check your podcast. We're getting this shit up everywhere. Once again, thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you soon.